Hey folks, Marziti here. This is a quick example of trading with auction market theory. Now, I've got the ES up here. I actually was out at an appointment this morning, so I did not trade any this morning. And so I just kind of wanted to show you how this system works. Now, this is June the 28th, 2024. We had PCE, personal consumer expenditures, come out this morning at 8:30, and right here in Bookmap you can just see we went up and we went down, and then of course, now this is all in pre-market, we came crashing back down after 8:30. So we took liquidity up at the top, and then we just came rushing way back down. Now, let's see. Let's reset this back to one speed, and I'm just kind of going to zoom in. There is a crucial step I want to point out, and it's going to have to do with this session volume profile. Now, we want to start Bookmap, earlier in the morning, as early as we can, because we want to capture a lot of this data back here in the past. And because that kind of tells us about, maybe there's some significant levels, stuff like that. For example, since I started this about, what time did I start this? Looks like I started it around 7 o'clock this morning. And so Eastern time, so that's the history that I've got. When I look at the session profiles, we can see right here that the pre-market VPOC low, that's the value area, that was a hot spot, looking at the session volume profile, and a little bit of activity right in here. Now, I've got the timer set on the replay from this morning. Again, I was not here. I did not trade this. I have not messed with this so much, but I did obviously fill in all the gaps as if this were coming up on 9:30 market open. The only thing that I would say here is that I do have pre-market. I do have the pre-market VPOC in here when it's. Okay, it's 9:29 Eastern Standard, so we're splitting hairs here. Any rate, let's go ahead and play and take a look at how we might work this. And I want to show you a very crucial step on Bookmap. And that is this. The VPOC that is currently running is from the overnight session, and I need to reset that. So here it is, 9:29, and now the moment it hits around, here we are, 9:30 market open. So I'm going to right click on the session volume profile. I'm going to come to reset now. And I want you to see that what happens is, as I zoom in, this is the VPOC line. It's been reset. And that's important here. As you can see, it's now moving around. So we're going through the morning session. Boo-de-doo-de-doo-de-doo-de-doo. And we're dancing around this VPOC, which also happens to be the prior day's close. Now, what I'm interested in here, because we went up and we went down, I'm looking for a retest. I've got my stuff set up over here to place my order. Now, we're just chopping around on VPOC right now. So I'm just kind of waiting. Here's my VWAP. I'm watching that as well. And I'm just kind of getting a sense. Let's look. We got some heavy sell orders down here, here. Okay, we're coming up. Look at there. We're going up, down. We're testing this VPOC over and over. I'm suspecting a move up because we went down. I'm looking for a retrace. So I am going to market buy as soon as I see us clear that VWAP and maybe get a quick retest of it. And let's just watch this for a second. Again, indecision. Here we go. There we are. We're up. Here's the retest, and now I'm going long. Now my stop is going to be down below this hot zone right here. My take profit, as you can see, we're putting in orders up and up and up, but we've got this line of liquidity sitting right up here at the prior day high. So that prior day high is my first target. Now I'm just, this is a replay here, so I got 5 contracts. So whatever I result in here, just divide by 5. But we can see we're still just hanging out. Actually, this is not the greatest setup here because this is practically a 1-for-1. Let's see if we have any higher targets. Oh, I got the pre-market VPOC up here. Let's move up to that. Now I've got a better trade set up here. Now again, different people have different thoughts about what to do with their stops. My stop, this green line is my entry here at around 50. My stop is around 47-ish, so I'm risking about 3 points here. As you can tell, I am in the green. We're moving along. We've got some new hot zones coming in here. Let's watch and see what kind of happens here. Now, I kind of see, that's interesting. That just moved. Anyway, VPOC is still here. We're coming into those hot, now because we're coming into those hot zones, I am going to move my stop up to 1 tick above break even. Because we could reject here. I don't know. Okay, pushing through. Again, why am I taking this trade north? I'm taking this trade because we had a huge sell-off in the pre-market, and I'm expecting a 50% retrace. And so let's just see how this plays out. We're still chewing into some of this here. We have hit the prior day high. So there's a valid target. If I were running this on Trade-O-Vate, I would probably take, because I usually set up for a runner configuration, so I would take, half my position off here. All right, let's go. We're going up for this. Looks like we're going up for this pre-mark, going back into VPOC. Set this up here. Notice this little area right here. I'm going to go ahead and move my stop up to just under these guys here. Here we are. We've got us a new bunch of buy orders right here. So if they plow through that, I definitely want to take my profit before they come back. Let's see. Where are we? So I'm above break even on this trade right now. Here we go. We are moving. Where's my, oh, it's way up here. That may be, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now I've got these candle overlays on here. I am going to go ahead and move to just, well, you got to reset this. I am going to move this to just below this new VPOC line. So we have VPOC migration. Notice where that VPOC migration lined up with, this prior day high. We're still climbing. We're now at the pre-market VPOC low. That's the value area. So we're coming back into that. Oops, let's update the chart so it'll stay with us. All right. I see this little low forming right here. Let's see what happens. At this point, I do have a long-term target. I do want to lock in my profits. So since we're now, looks like we're coming back up, we're kind of testing. I've got a new sell line right here. So I'm moving in just below that. Don't know how this is going to go yet. So it's important to understand I had a plan. I had a plan of going north because I anticipated that we were going to retrace some. Now I'm just playing out that plan. to see how far. Look at this big area right here. That has got sweet, juicy target written all over it. And I think that's what I'm going to take. I'm going to come in just inside of that. Um, a lot of times, that you'll see them pull the orders and stuff. But, I mean, I am in a really, really great profit situation right now. All right, I've got a new floor that I'm looking at. What did I just do? Oh, I placed an order. Oh, daggone. I'm not quite sure what I just clicked here. Daggone it. That annoys me to no end about moving that area there. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and flatten this since I just messed my trade up here. But all right, so you can see we made $2,000 profit on this trade because I screwed it up there at the end. Now that was with 5 contracts, so that was $400. That was $400 per contract on the ES. $400 per contract on the ES, which is, phenomenal there. I mean, that would be $400 divided by 50 would be 8 points. And that was a fantastic trade. And like I say, I'd probably still keep it going if I hadn't inadvertently clicked over here on the right and set an extra trade running. But anyway, so I just kind of wanted to show you how some of this auction market theory works. We took our entry, just a quick review. We had a setup. We had a thought here, and that was that we went way up, we came down, we came way down. I expected a retrace back up into this 50% area roughly. So I'm looking for a way to go long. And what did I use for my long? In this case, I used the VWAP line. Now, I could have used VPOC, and I actually would have captured a few more points there. And that's fine. But I used kind of this double confirmation here. And when we finally looked like we were breaking above, and the beauty of doing something like this, your stops are very tight. Because while I did take the long here, where would my stop go? A few points south of VWAP, because I used VWAP as my target point to go long, so my stop would be a few points south of VWAP for my stop. And actually, I did not pre-mark out the 50% zone. I should have done that. But anyway, in advance. But here we can see also just a reminder there that at 9:30 Eastern to come back over and reset. Right-click, reset, reset now to reset the VPOC. And so with that being the case, so we want to remember to do that. I had a bias in that I thought we were going long. I was looking for some place for a trigger. Could have used VPOC. I chose VWAP. That's fine. We went up, and here we see VPOC is stepping up. That's telling us overall the trend is moving up. Okay. This green line is my entry. We stepped up, we hit this prior day high, VPOC low. You can see right here when we hit it, we chopped around on that. When we hit this prior day high, we chopped around on that. That tells us there that this was kind of an indecision area. Do we go higher? Do we go lower? In fact, you might actually be able to see there's a small little pennant right here. And so once we hit this, we chopped around on that, deciding what we're going to do. We decided to continue higher. And let's see, where are we? VPOC has stepped up again, so this is our new base. We've got this huge sell line. Just out of curiosity, let's run this thing up really fast and just see what happens. No, they're going to run away from it. Maybe. Maybe. We do know that this day ultimately ended up being a sell-off. Well, actually, I mean, it went all over the place. But if I'd have stayed in this trade, maybe with a runner, faster. Let's see. Okay, and All right, so choppity, 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 chop. We get the idea. It may have hit this target up here. It may not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point being, though, is that here I'm giving you an example of how the auction market theory works. So, folks, I hope that helps and giving you some ideas about how you might use auction market theory. And, certainly if you have any questions about that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. With that, this is Marzidi signing off, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.